There's too much money here. I mean, nobody should be hitting lotto for 36 million and we got people starving in the streets. That is not idealistic. That's just real. That is just stupid. There's no way Michael Jackson should have, or whoever Jackson, should have $1 million, $1 billion, and then there's people starving. There's no way. There's no way that these people should own planes and their people don't have houses, apartments, shacks, drawers, pants. I know you're rich. I know you got $40 billion, but can you just keep it to one house? You only need one house. And if you only got 2 kids, can you just keep it to 2 rooms? I mean, why have 52 rooms and you know there's somebody with no room? It just don't make sense to me. It don't. And then these people celebrate Christmas. They got big trees, huge trees, all the little trimmings. Everybody got gifts, and it's somebody starving. And they're having a white Christmas. They're having a great Christmas, eggnog and the whole nine. That's not fair to me.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, yeah. Celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PG Time. PG Time. Tune in on PG Time. PG Time. Come join us on PG Time. PG Time. Join us on PG Time. PG Time. Yeah.
But guess what? This is peachy time. On peachy time, we cover the Black community. I don't give a damn what they do. If it interests me, I'm showing y'all. I'm showing y'all flat out.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Yeah, I don't even have my camera together. I'm sitting up here looking dead at y'all. And I'm like, wait a minute. I ain't got my camera together. What's going on, y'all? In the city. Hold on. It don't even seem like my settings is right. No, it wasn't. There it go. And now y'all can still see everything. There it go. What's up, y'all? What's up? It's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. What's good in y'all city? What's good in y'all city, baby? My block good. We good over here. I got a show for y'all tonight. I have a show for y'all tonight. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, usually I have myself all the way together, but I want to try to start on time tonight. I really did. And I think we did pretty good. 901. We're making progress, y'all. Shout out to making progress. Y'all don't understand when it's time to come on. Hey, Joseph, boo. When it's time to come on, all I hear is mama. Bye. But mama. I'm not playing with y'all. This is not a joke. But baby, I am here. I am here. I am here. Hey, Carmen. Carmen had a great show tonight. I popped in and popped out, but baby, I popped in at the right time because I got me some jewelry, and I can't wait to show y'all when I get it. Yes, shout out to Carmen and the jewelry, baby. Yeah, so make sure y'all go check her out. It is Paparazzi Jewelry. She has other jewelry just as well, so y'all just gotta go shop with her, okay? Shop with her. All right. Now we moving right along, baby. We moving right along. I know y'all saw Pac. I know y'all saw Pac. You know, it's a lot of things going on out here in the world that, us as black people, we seeing a lot of white folks getting it. You know, I'm 100% entrepreneur now. So I kind of can say what I want to say a little bit more now. Shout out to say what the hell I want to say. Explicit language, and also allegedly. But yeah, some of us black folks out here, and we feel like, a lot of white people get everything. They get everything. All these big pretty houses, and we ain't talking about all of them that's the wealthy, the rich ones. Some of them got it just because their other family members is wealthy and riches and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, if they don't get it together and start figuring out how we gonna get these things too, I'm just saying. I'm trying to figure out my way. I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to figure out my way. Baby, there's people asking questions right now. Okay? Asking questions right now. What is Miss Peachy doing? How is Miss Peachy doing it? The Lord. The Lord. That's who. The Lord. Now, moving right along. I ain't out here taking. I ain't out here stealing. I ain't doing none of that. I'm out here trying to do the right thing and still give to my community and help my culture out. Bye. As much as I can. As much as I can. Teresa, the Lord, okay? That's what got me here, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Y'all know I try to keep everything in order and everything. So the video that I'm gonna play that go with the whole Pac situation takes place in Memphis. Shout out to Memphis. Shout out to Memphis. Memphis, y'all take an L for this one. You take an L for it. But we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait because I want a lot of people to see this. I want them to see it. All right. Hey Lori. All right. I got your message. Thank you, boo. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Ooh, December's gonna be a great month. Do you hear me? For Peachy Tea Time, December's gonna be a great month. So I'm telling y'all, keep rocking with your girl. Keep rocking with your girl, okay? Now let's go ahead and get started. Y'all know I like to try to start off with the missing people first. Okay? We gotta try to get the missing people first out the way so that we can start looking for them. Cause everybody ain't gonna get this broadcast. Okay? They don't talk about us black folks too often. They just don't talk about us too often when we out there missing. So, me personally, I feel like whenever I have a missing person case, that got to be top number one of everything. So here we go.
Have you seen Michelle Arnold? The woman's family says she's been missing since late last month and hasn't been seen since. They believe she's in danger, so they have filed a police report. Now they need the public's help to bring her home safely. See, New Yorker has the developing details from Warrensville Heights.
Where is Michelle Arnold?
Yeah, she's never disappeared before. This is not like Shell.
Her family members say the 23-year-old woman hasn't been seen or heard from since October 28th, when police called them concerning a welfare check. Michelle's sister Ebony tells me they were alarmed.
Her girlfriend's cousin called and did a welfare check stating that, my sister told her that she loves her. So that's why she called the police and did a welfare check. And we went over to the house. everything, just her game was paused. My brother's girlfriend went and picked her up and got her some groceries and all of that. All of the food is still at the house. Nothing has been touched.
Complicating matters, they tell me Michelle is diabetic and left her medication behind, which she would not do.
She's been hospitalized at least 3 times this year to where she's went into a seizure because she hasn't had her medication, or her sugar is too low or too high, and she went to work thinking, oh, I'll be okay for the day, and then passed out. But nothing has been touched. Nothing has been touched at the home. She hasn't had her medication. We haven't heard from her.
The family has filed a report with Warrensville Heights Police Department. They tell me that because of Michelle's illness, investigators listed her as missing and endangered. Since that time, they've utilized social media and put flyers up all over town and in this area where she was last seen near Banbury Court at the Miles Landing apartment complex. They're hoping and praying for her safe return soon. They say time is running out.
Just get her home safe.
Know that she does need medical attention. I'm pretty sure that now.
Right now.
That's
the very critical thing.
You know, she doesn't have her insulin. She needs that in order to live.
It's
not like she's getting, have to do insulin shots. She has a constant drip in her body, and she needs it.
And it's severe. We call hospitals. We ask for Jane Doe's. You have a Michelle Arnold. She's nowhere. The police, no jails, nothing. Nobody has heard from this girl.
If you have any information about Michelle's whereabouts, please call police or 911 immediately. Reporting in Warrensville.
All right. Y'all like the graphics? Y'all like the new graphics? That's the new graphics for the rest of the year from here on out. Okay. I'm going to remind y'all to subscribe to that YouTube page. Now, everybody, please, let's make sure that we whisper a prayer for this young lady that's out there missing. This is in Cleveland. As you guys can see, I continue to put the city or the state down at the bottom of the screen or somewhere on the screen so that you guys will see, because don't come asking me what city was that. It has to be a story. And this is one of those stories that do stick out, but it has to be a story that sticks out to me for me to remember what city any of my stories was. I mean, y'all, we done had 500 and almost 600 shows that I've done. So, and I'm so proud of myself. Shout out, give myself a round of applause for that. We have had almost 600 shows since I started Peachy Tea Time. Matter of fact, I'll tell y'all the exact amount. Well, let's go. And this is on YouTube. I may have deleted one. I may have deleted one show because it probably just got out of hand and I just couldn't take it. We are at 562 videos. 562 videos from the time I started Peach Tea Time. Consistency, y'all, is the key. Consistency is the key. I can't express that enough. I cannot express it enough. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead. We got an update. We got an update. All right, y'all. Y'all remember the man and his son that got killed by the apartment, not roommate, the neighbor in the apartment complex. He stayed below him. And I guess he had a broom and was hitting the wall because he felt like they was just, I guess, moving too much. It was too much boom, 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 boom. So he did that with the broomstick or whatever stick he used. And the people upstairs, I guess they stumped a little bit harder. So he went up there, but he went up there with a gun. He went up there with a gun, shot the father and the son, and then the police ended up shooting his ass. Okay? That's how that went. That's exactly how that went. Thank you, Belinda. Thank you. All right. So let's get into this update.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus.
reeling from the tragic loss of both her husband and son, the pair gunned down by a neighbor inside their apartment building.
Fox 5's Lisa Evers sat down exclusively with this grieving widow and mother, and she joins us now with part 2 of her emotional interview. Lisa.
Well, Teresa and Steve, mothers and sons have a special bond, and that's true for Marie DeLille. Her son Chinwe was born when she was a teen, and in this exclusive interview, she tells me how he gave her a reason to live and eventually marry the love of her life. Now she can't imagine a future beyond 2 caskets, one for her husband, the other for her son.
I didn't know if that Sunday will be end like that for me. Yeah, because in the morning I came home, come from to work, my husband was waiting for me in the bed. My son was waiting for me.
Marie DeLille tells me after working a double shift as a healthcare worker, she planned to cook for the family and study for her nursing course. But that night, downstairs neighbor Jason Pass shot and killed her beloved husband of 20 years, Vladimir Maturin, and her son Chinwe right outside their front door.
Pain I will never forget in my life. Killing my son. My husband, that means destroy my family. The only family I have. I don't even know how I'm gonna live without these 2 people.
There were birthdays with Chinwe as she watched him grow from a little boy into a 27-year-old man.
All my life, I've been with my son. I had him when I was in high school. I've been through so much. I stopped crying for my mother after I have my son.
For years, Marie says, she and her husband Vladimir, who worked 3 jobs, created a wonderful home life for Chinwe, who he treated like his own, and the 3 children they had together. We are not identifying them for their privacy and security. Their household had familiar routines, now just painful memories.
My husband came home, as usual, came home, bring juice, milk, bring my daughter, my little girl, a snack. He bring my daughter 2 sandwiches and a cup of soda. My daughter went to my son. She like, we have food.
Marie says the pain of her loss is excruciating.
My son, he been in my life for 27 years. My husband been in my life for 20 years. You take away that happiness from me.
She tells me the only thing keeping her going is the 3 children still depending on her and her faith. This grieving mother and wife is asking for people to pray for her and her kids.
You just keep me in your prayer, that's it. Ask God to give me strength. That's the only thing I can say.
Marie says now she's trying to figure out how to support her 3 children on her own. She's lived in Brooklyn most of her life, but says she no longer feels safe there.
That is so sad to me. Like, I just could not imagine that happening to Pooley and to Trey. Like, I would be totally, totally devastated. You know, doing this show is not easy. It's not easy. I tell y'all all the time, everybody can't do this. You know, talking about crime, giving my personal opinion on it. You know, some of the stuff I don't show at all. I just don't. I don't cover some of the stories because of people be crazy out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a bunch of y'all that's watching me right now. When you see me on the streets, you know exactly who I am. But I don't know exactly who you are if I see you out in the streets. You know, so I just try to pray. Not try, I pray every night, you know, ask God to cover me and my family, you know, but this is something that I really, really, really have a passion for. I really enjoy doing what I'm doing. I really enjoy meeting the families that come on the show. So, and Matt, since I said coming on the show, next month, y'all, the whole month of December, all we will have is past guests on the show. I'm looking for a total of 10. Let me show y'all the flyer. Let me get the flyer up here. But I'm looking for a total of 10 past guests that has been on the show before, and that their story was very memorable. All the stories are memorable that come on Peachy Tea Time, but there are some that hit a little different. You know what I'm saying? They all hit different, but some hit just a little bit more different because we really have seen some shows on here on Peachy Tea Time that we was like, oh my gosh. We couldn't believe this is happening. But this is our new flyer that's out there. Everybody that's on YouTube, you probably haven't seen this yet if you're not on my Facebook page or my IG page. But they are on the way to find our top 10 memorable families or guests to return in December. But I need your help. So anyone you want to bring back for an update, for more details, please make sure you email me at info@peeachyteatyme.com. So info@peeachyteatyme.com. Okay? Inbox me. I will find the guest. I will find the show and reach out to the guest. And I got some elves helping me too. So I can't pull this off by myself. I cannot pull this off by myself. So thank you to the people out there that's helping me with this just as well. Okay. So let's move on, y'all. Let's move on. Can lyrics be used in court? Apparently, yes. Apparently, yes, y'all. Lyrics can be used in court. Okay. As far as where Young Thug is at. Now, this is one story that I never cover. I have never covered it. I be watching it, but I just chooses not to cover it. But when this news broke here in Georgia on the news, baby, I said, oh, I got to show this on Peachy Tea Time. So after this, we won't be seeing nothing else of Young Thug, okay? I'm telling you that now. We won't see nothing else of this topic on my show. Even though it deals with crime, but this is just something I just don't want to do. So, but to me, again, this was very, very important. So here we go.
Weeks, the Fulton County jury on the Young Slime Life gang and racketeering trial will begin hearing the case. Today, we learned some of the evidence they could hear are the defendant's own rap lyrics. Fox 5's Tyler Fingers was in the courtroom for it all. He is live with the details on today's developments. Tyler.
Yeah, Christine, good afternoon to you. Despite the defense teams objecting, the judge ruled that rap lyrics can be included as evidence in the Young Slime Life trial. Today's decision came after an hours-long hearing that ended late last night.
This is evidentiary use.
You've got something that is unfairly prejudicial, which is what rap music is.
After more than 7 hours of arguments,
courts had an opportunity to ponder the issues that were presented.
Fulton County Chief Superior Court Judge Earl Glanville ruled 17 sets of rap lyrics can be used as evidence in the Young Slime Life RICO trial. The 6 defendants are accused of a long list of violent crimes, including murder.
I'm going to conditionally admit particularized lyrics.
Prosecutors say those lyrics are in rap songs by several of the defendants, including Atlanta rapper Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams. Several of the lyrics are too explicit for TV, but here are some we can read. Quote, I shot at his mommy, now he no longer mentioned me. Another one reads, quote, hey, how you doing? I'm Yak Gotti. I got bodies on bodies.
These are party admissions. They happen to come in the form of lyrics, Judge.
The defense teams had argued against their use, saying it's protected speech and it would prejudice the jury.
If you let this in, nobody should ever say anything to anybody else.
While Judge Glanville will allow the lyrics, he made it clear prosecutors can't just throw words out. They have to tie them to the case.
Anything that the court may rule upon at this point in time will be subject to a complete foundation being met.
And while these are the only lyrics for now, prosecutors could actually introduce more, but another hearing would have to take place before that could happen. Today's decision comes just weeks before the 6 defendants go to trial, which happens on November 27th. We're live in downtown Atlanta this afternoon.
Baby. Baby. That judge said, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. Yes, we can use the lyrics. Let's go ahead, wrap this up, send his ass to jail. I think that's what the judge is thinking. And he a black judge too. He ain't got time for y'all and y'all shenanigans, you know. But on the other hand, do I think it's fair? No, I do not think it's fair. I don't think they should be able to use rap lyrics because we have seen a lot of parents that we would hope that they lying. They look like they telling the truth on TV. They look like they telling the truth. So it looks like a lot of parents are coming out and saying, no, my child was not raised like this. My child had money. My child lived a good life. You see what I'm saying? So if that is the case, then no, they shouldn't be able to use rap lyrics. A lot of people that sing and rap is not rapping about those exact things that have happened in their life. Some are. A lot are. A whole lot are. But if they was able to use rap lyrics, then a lot of people would be arrested. And a lot of people should be scared right about now. Especially in their city. In their city. Okay? So, we're going to get into this next clip, y'all. So, y'all know I played the Tupac. So, let's go back to Tupac again. And then we're going to play the video that made me think of this Tupac video that I recorded over a year ago. Over a year ago when I brought this to Peachy Time. And I thought about this. But let's run this Tupac bit.
There's too much money here. I mean, nobody should be hitting lotto for 36 million and we got people starving in the streets. That is not idealistic. That's just real. That is just stupid. There's no way Michael Jackson should have, or whoever Jackson, should have $1,000,000 billion and then there's people starving. There's no way. There's no way that these people should own planes and their people don't have houses, apartments, shacks, drawers, pants. I know you're rich. I know you got $40 billion, but can you just keep it to one house? You only need one house. And if you only got 2 kids, can you just keep it to 2 rooms? I mean, why have 52 rooms and you know there's somebody with no room? It just don't make sense to me. It don't. And then these people celebrate Christmas. They got big trees, huge trees, all the little trimmings. Everybody got gifts, and then somebody's starving. And they're having a white Christmas. They're having a great Christmas, eggnog and the whole nine. That's not fair to me.
They having it good. While people over here in our neighborhoods is out here having to do stupid shit like this.
Morning, video of a flash mob, a couple of them swarming some convenience stores in Memphis, dozens of people.
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about this. The first one is off Airways off Winchester, Saturday night around 10:30. The business owner telling police between 30 and 40 people came into his business. They started grabbing whatever they could. Somebody was running out of there with those Doritos and Lay's potato chips like they had rare diamonds. Business owner says they took more than $2,000 worth of stuff.
And about an hour later, it happened again at a store on 3rd Street off East Brooks. Memphis police says that it was a similar situation. They say the owner said about 30 people came in and started destroying the business. Look, he's dragging out that whole display thing. He says one man pointed a rifle at him. At that store, the owner says they caused more than $9,000 in damage, but they stole about 15 grand worth of merchandise. And you see them carrying the guns, so how are you going to stop them?
Yeah, and somebody was telling me they saw one of these videos over the weekend, and they said they saw a guy who was sort of like a coordinator, had like an iPad sort of directing the traffic, time's up, time to go to the next location, things like that. So big concern for law enforcement is that this is now becoming organized crime.
And I wonder if they tell you get this, you get this. I saw everything from beer to snacks to antifreeze.
Yeah.
Coolant.
Somebody
that
had
they took
some
jugs out.
motor oil in one of them. Like, what? You doing an oil change? What's going on? Crazy though.
How can I say this? I've never, ever, ever been embarrassed of being black. Never been ashamed. Never been, oh my gosh, I wish I was white. I'm one of them people that believe that everybody wish they was black. I'll just say it. We go through a lot, but we have a lot of fun. We have a whole lot of fun. Okay? And we can dance. And play basketball. And football. And be lawyers and doctors. And you name it, we can be it. But if I ever had to be embarrassed to be black, baby, I don't think y'all hear me. Memphis, I don't think y'all hear me.
Morning. Video of a flash mob.
Even the newsman said, let me get ready for this shit. Let me get ready for this. And he had to sit up there with that white woman and watch this. This trash. I'm sorry, y'all, but we got to run this back one more again.
This morning. Video of a flash mob, a couple of them swarming some convenience stores in Memphis. Dozens of people.
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about this. The first one is off Airways off Winchester Saturday night around 10:30. The business owner telling police between 30 and 40 people came into his business. They started grabbing whatever they could. Somebody was running out of there with those Doritos and Lay's potato chips like they had rare diamonds. Business owner says they took more than $2,000 worth of stuff.
And about an hour later, it happened again at a store on 3rd Street off East Brooks. Memphis police says that it was a similar situation. They say the owner said about 30 people came in and started destroying the business. Look, he's dragging out that whole display thing. He says one man pointed a rifle at him. At that store, the owner says they caused more than $9,000 in damage, but they stole about 15 grand worth of merchandise. And you see them carrying the guns, so how are you going to stop them?
Yeah, and somebody was telling me they saw one of these videos over the weekend, and they said they saw a guy who was sort of like a coordinator, had like an iPad sort of directing the traffic, time's up, time to go to the next location, things like that. So big concern for law enforcement is that this is now becoming organized crime.
And I wonder if they tell you get this, you get this. I saw everything from beer to snacks to antifreeze.
Yeah.
Coolant.
Somebody
that
had
they took
some
jugs out.
motor oil in one of them. Like, what? You doing an oil change? What's going on? Crazy though.
BG, you crazy. BG, you crazy. BG said that newsman said this is my last day. Y'all would not embarrass me another day up here. Every time I turn around, it's black folks. Every time I turn around, y'all stealing, y'all killing, and y'all beating folks up and killing these kids. I'm tired. I ain't doing this no more. But then on the other hand, he said if I don't do it, who gonna do it? Who gonna do it? My favorite Tupac line is on my intro for Wednesday nights. If I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody got to clean it up. Shout out to Pop. Shout out to Pop, baby. All right, y'all. We are about to get into our Monday night commercial. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the dog napping. Like kidnapping, but dog napping tragedy. And baby, you don't want to miss this. I assure you, you don't want to miss it. Here go our commercial break. Hey y'all, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Y'all enjoying the show? Is y'all enjoying the show, baby? We are getting it in each and every Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We are on Roku TV. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. Make sure you follow me on my Facebook pages. And also follow me on Twitch and IG just as well, baby. Each and every Monday. Each and every Monday. Where I'm solo dolo, baby. Unless I got a special guest. But I love y'all so much. It's so important that you share these videos. So please continue to share. I love you all. Bye. Hey, Sparkle Boo. All right, y'all. Here we go.
The family of a man who was shot and killed at a Buckhead apartment complex while walking his dog has filed a lawsuit. Attorneys for the family of 22-year-old Jaden McKinnon say the security gate at the complex when he was murdered was not working, and they've sued the property owners. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes is live at the Zone 2 police precinct in Buckhead with more details on this, Deidre.
And Christine, people typically move into gated communities for the added security that those gates provide. And the victim's mother says that the property owners who own that complex failed her family, and she believes they're to blame for her son's death.
I blame them a lot.
Sarah McKinnon believes her son would be alive today had the owners of the Willow West Apartments ensured the security gates at the Buckhead complex were working properly last summer.
I feel like they just money hungry and they didn't really care about their tenants.
22-year-old Jaden was walking his dogs when he was shot and killed.
Predators know when the gates aren't working, and that's what happened here. The assailant drove right through the broken gate and murdered Jaden, taking his dogs.
Attorneys for the family filed suit against the property owner Thursday. They contend that the entrance gate wasn't working at the time of the deadly incident and that the owners of the apartment complex were negligent in not repairing the gate.
The entire front gate had been broken for weeks, maybe months. And shockingly, after he was murdered, it was fixed the next day. The next day.
The McKinnons had lived at the complex for about 3 months when Jaden was killed. His mother says the gates were broken the entire time.
I was reassured that I was going to be in a safe place. I'm a single mother and I work 2 jobs to bring my son to a safe place. And unfortunately, they failed him, they failed me.
Attorney L. Chris Stewart shared video of his staff walking through an unlocked security gate onto the property following the murder and said the deadly shooting was not an isolated incident.
We've already tracked numerous crimes that were happening on the property. So it's not that they weren't aware. This isn't some random incident. There were crimes happening at the complex.
Now, we reached out to the owners of the property following this morning's news conference, and we have not yet heard back. In Buckhead, Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
You dirty dogs. You dirty. You dirty. How you gonna get... This woman been there all that time, and the gates ain't been fixed since the day she moved in. Her hustling. And the gates ain't been fixed. And then all of a sudden, after my son get murdered, and dogs get dog napped, you gonna fix the gate. You did fix the gate? Baby, I think she deserved everything she gets. She need the whole buildings. All the buildings. She need to be able to rename it for her. Y'all don't deserve to have it. That's how I feel. Now, I don't know how y'all feel out there. I don't think they should go to prison for the rest of their life because they caused this death. No, I don't feel that way at all. But I feel in my heart that the whole apartment complex need to be hers. And all she should have to do is pay taxes on it. That's how I feel. And pocket everybody's money that come and live there in her pockets. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Yeah, that's how I feel. Everybody win. You don't get a chance to go to prison for the rest of your life. But you also ain't gonna be able to have no job either for the rest of your life, probably, because ain't nobody gonna trust you. Anybody gonna trust you? Whoever was in charge. Whoever was in charge to make sure that these gates are taken care of. But the whole staff got to go. Whole staff got to go. Because now it's mad. Now, moving right along. Moving right along. We on our top story for tonight. We are on our top story for tonight. Rest in peace to these two babies. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm supposed to cry. I don't know what button it hit. I told y'all, I only know the hand clap and Snoop Dogg. Da da da. Oh, and hurry up and run away real quickly. Them the only buttons I know. But this right here, y'all, was so sad to me. It broke my heart again. It broke my heart again. It broke my heart. So pay attention. This young man that you guys are going to hear talking is the two little boys' brother. One of the little boys is his brother because they have the same dad. But the other little boy is his brother because he's his brother's brother. And they have a very big age gap. So big brother always go and just pick up both of them. Do things with both of them. Got pictures to prove it. Okay? So pay attention to this, y'all. And here we go.
Well, good evening to you, Rick, Vicky. Family tells me they are heartbroken. They are devastated. They are still in shock. More from them in just a minute. But for now, let's talk about Tiffany Lucas. She appeared from this jail via video conference for her first arraignment, her first court appearance. She showed no emotion, said absolutely nothing, and pretty much the entire time stood with her arms folded across her chest. Now, ultimately, as you said, the judge set the bond at $2 million. And for the boys' families, they say that is not enough.
We just played a card game. That was it. Simple as that. And then we had the best time ever.
And then, just a few days later, Darrell Howard got the news his little brothers were dead. A neighbor found the boys shot in a bed inside their home on Bentwood Drive in Shepherdsville Wednesday morning. Police took the boy's mother, Tiffany Lucas, into custody at the scene, later charging her with murder.
We wanted him. We would have took him open arms. We loved him so much.
Howard claims over the years, multiple family members had called CPS with concerns. He and 9-year-old Jaden shared the same father who died in 2019. Howard says that's when he became more involved in his brother's life and the life of Jaden's little brother, 6-year-old Maurice, known as Peanut. And while the past few weeks were good ones, filled with trick-or-treating events, visits with their grandmother, and backyard water balloon fights, there are regrets.
Because I should have did more. I should have, if it came to me coming to snatch the boys out the house, I should have did that. And I would hold that on my back for the rest of my life, for both of them boys.
On Thursday, Lucas faced a judge who set her bond at $2 million. Family says it's not nearly high enough. When asked what he would say to Lucas, Howard had this to say.
You scarred everybody with this one. You scored everybody with this one.
He says now his only comfort is knowing the little boys who wanted to play football like their big brother are not alone.
I just know Jaden and Peanut, I know they together. And I know our father probably waiting on them. Waiting on both of them.
Back here live tonight, Tiffany Lucas returns to court on Tuesday. That's when there will be a probable cause affidavit, and we could possibly learn more about this case, perhaps even what she told detectives and if she provided a motive.
All right, I told y'all this is sad. So their father is deceased. I have not done any research on the father to know if he was murdered or just passed away. But he's no longer with us. And what, Poolie? I'm sorry, y'all. I thought Poolie was laughing at me. But anyways, so yeah, yeah, it's just a sad situation. We do have a couple more clips on this, but I just want everybody to breathe for a second. You know, that young man really feels bad, and I don't think he needs to feel bad about anything at all. You know, just those pictures alone shows that he took time out with them boys. You know, his little brothers. So I definitely applaud him for that. So I definitely don't think that he should feel bad at all. But in situations like that, I can understand why he would feel that way. But young man, just know you have done enough, and I'm sure God is pleased. So here go the next clip, y'all.
Entire community comes together tonight. We're learning more about the 2 young lives lost yesterday after a shooting in Shepherdsville. Hello, everybody. It's our top story on the night team. I'm Doug Profit. As the boy's mother appears in court for the first time today, charged in connection with her son's deaths. Close family friends are talking about the loss. WHAS 11 Night Team Connor Steffen shares more about the victims and the message coming from those who knew them tonight.
As a memorial grows out front this empty Shepherdsville home, the community's grief grows with it over the shooting death of 2 young boys.
I love that. Here's another pinata one.
And in Shively in Louisville,
This is my favorite.
a family scrolls through memories, sharing their faces and names with us. 9-year-old Jaden on the left, his 6-year-old brother Maurice on the right.
They were very smart, sweet, loving kids.
Thinking of the boys, Talia Crutcher says were her own kids' best friends.
I'm a crybaby. I'm sorry.
She tries to hold back tears.
My son told me not to. I can't. It's hard. It's real hard.
Crutcher says the 2 families met several years ago.
She had kids and I had kids, and we instantly, our kids instantly fell in love with each other. They just played so good together.
They were funny. They are nice.
Talia's son Jordan says his favorite memories with the boys are when they'd play football together. He remembers the moment he heard what happened to them Wednesday.
I cried. I was sad.
And I have Tiffany Lucas.
Appearing virtually before a Bullitt County judge Thursday, the boy's mother, 32-year-old Tiffany Lucas, pleaded not guilty to the murder charges she now faces.
Charges specifically to
the judge not taking any chances with the bond.
The court is finding her to be a danger to others and will set a $2 million bond.
I don't think I can process it. I just can't. It's shocking, right? It's unbelievable.
She wonders if there were potential warning signs she missed. Crutcher, like others we've spoken with the past 2 days, say from the outside, Lucas appeared to be a dedicated, loving mother.
And I feel so bad for the boys because they still loved her and they still adored her and looked up to her. And just to think that.
A loss put into perspective as strangers and neighbors alike come together, remembering 2 innocent lives. In Louisville, Connor Steffen, the WHAS 11 Night.
You know, this young lady probably was going through a lot, dealing with a lot. Still no excuses. Still no excuses. If the big brother was coming around a lot, like he said he was, and, he probably said he could do more, but as we can see, he was doing. So before you thinking about taking these kids out, take them to somebody else. Just call, pick up the phone, see if they'll say yes. Call as many people as you can, or get yourself together and take care of your own kids. At the end of the day, your kids gonna always wish they was raised by their mama and their daddy. Now, unless they know that their mama and daddy was on some bull crap and all that extra stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But to have that Cosby, that shit, that's everything. Okay? Or even just to have that mama and daddy that they ain't married, but they co-parent to the fullest. And everything is great. They don't have no issues, no nothing. And these kids are happy. They co-parent and go and take trips together so that the kids can see it and be able to have something to where my parents did this with me together as a family, even though they weren't together. You know what I'm saying? So co-parenting, I'm sure it's a lot. I've never had to do it, but my husband has. You know what I'm saying? So I see that it's a lot. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not an easy road unless you both are willing to make it work. Unless you both are willing to make it work. So I just wanted to make sure that I get that out. This young lady, again, there's no excuses. No excuses at all. She could have gave her kids away to somebody till she got herself together. So let's watch this last clip, y'all. And this is the last clip for the night, baby. Here we go.
Neighborhood is stunned, now looking for the answers to an unthinkable crime. Police say 2 young boys were killed by their own mother. Tiffany Lucas was arraigned in court this morning, charged with 2 counts of murder, and she will be staying behind bars on $2 million bond. Our Connor Steffen and photojournalist Eddie Hill take us to Bullitt County.
Just past the Jefferson-Bullitt County line,
You don't expect this, no matter where you live.
a community is grappling with the tough loss of 2 young lives. From neighbors who knew them
Just put yourself in these people's place and think, well, it can happen to anyone. And
to officers who tried to rescue them.
I'll give you the cliche answer first. It's part of the job, but it's the part that you dread, the part that you hope that you go your entire career and never see.
Officers arrived at this home on Bentwood Drive around 11 Wednesday morning, where they rushed 2 young boys just 6 and 9 years old to the hospital.
They were alive and remained so until they got to the hospital.
Police believe this woman, 32-year-old Tiffany Lucas, shot and killed her 2 sons. She's charged with 2 counts of murder. At this time, the Bullitt County Sheriff's Office is not sharing any information on the moments leading up to the shooting or what Lucas's motive may have been. Right now, she remains in custody at the Bullitt County Detention Center.
Whether you think it's mental illness, just pure evil, combination of both, pick your poison. None of it's good. The result is horrific.
It's hard to underscore the deeply somber feeling right now in this area. Neighbors tell us it was just yesterday that they saw the boys playing out front in a yard.
Been living here since 2004.
For this longtime neighbor who asked we don't show his face or share his name. How do you think the neighborhood's reacting? Have you talked with neighbors about this?
I talked to a couple of neighbors, and they're kind of upset that they find 2 little boys got shot. That's kind of upsetting. Nobody back here wanted to hear about kids getting shot. Nobody wants to hear people getting shot at all.
It was shocking, actually. Nobody ever thinks it's going to happen in your neighborhood.
As a Bentwood Drive house stands empty tonight.
Just love your family and hope nothing like this ever happens to anyone else.
Those mourning the loss are looking past the act of what happened.
Those kids went to schools. Those kids had friends. Those kids had families.
And keeping close to their hearts, the 2 young lives taken too soon.
All right, y'all. That is one statement that I definitely agree with that the man said, which was pray for the family and pray that nothing like this ever happens again. That was devastating. To sit there and be able to look at your child that you birthed, that you had a bond with before they even came on this earth. Excuse me. It's the wine. And for you to sit there and look at them and take them out in that manner, take them out, period, but in that manner where you're able to, before you pull that trigger, you had to think about pulling the trigger. You had to think about pulling the trigger. And your mind didn't resonate with you that you got your child right there that you about to do this to. Nah. If they could give her a death row, damn it, she get what she deserves. She get what she deserves. I don't care if she was on the toppest of the all toppest drugs and was not in her right mind. I don't care. Set her ass on anyways. That's how I feel. Get her rehabilitated. Get her to the point where she realizes what she has done was wrong. And then whatever you do from there, you take it away, as far as I'm concerned. Because this did not have to happen. This did not have to happen. So I pray for the brother and his family. I pray for her family. I pray for her. I pray for everybody out there. Any family that has went through something like this, I pray for you all. I pray for you all. All right, y'all. We about to get out of here. So I love y'all. I will see y'all on Wednesday. And you already know where you can follow me on all platforms, baby. But you also know that you gotta stick around to listen to my babies. All right, here we go. Bye. I forgot. See y'all tomorrow at 1 o'clock. See y'all tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, baby, for our short little clips. Okay, you know, we make it short. 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, I'm out of here. Deuces. Bye.
Peachy Tea Time is for the culture. If you or someone you know that has dealt with the death of a loved one due to gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, or even by the police, Peachy Tea Time also provides a platform for missing person cases as well as wrongfully imprisoned inmates. Please like and share this video to get the word out, so the families can get their loved ones' stories out. Email peachyteatyme at peachyteatyme@gmail.com. You can also DM, inbox, or text to 470-620-9916. Thanks for watching.
PG time.